Assalamu alaikum, students. So in the last class we have discussed about commercial banks, and also we have discussed about the various institutions, like major institutions. We were discussing about the major institutions, like which is playing an important role in entrepreneurship, providing a finance and managerial support to the entrepreneurs, right? So we have discussed about the first two major institutions, that is IFCI, that is Industrial Finance Corporation of India, and we have also seen that how this institution is providing help to the various large organizations or large businesses, like that is deals with airport, roads, telecom, power, real estate and service sectors. We have also seen some of the projects which has been handled by IFCI, and also we have seen how they had a collaboration with government later on, and with the help of that collaboration they have invested into many more companies. Okay, later on we have also discussed about IDBI. It's history about IDBI we have discussed, and it is how we have seen that how IDBI have been converted or taken over from RBI to Government of India, and like what are the how it was called how what are the objectives of IDBI, that is coordination with other institutions, industrial growth, like we are looking for the promotion and looking for the increase in productivity and development of the entrepreneur or startups, providing a soft loans के बारे में भी पढ़े थे हम. Like soft loans are something which is provided to the organizations in order to have an indirect benefit to the country, जैसे कि कोई where we are going to invest into such businesses which is in turn providing a benefit to the countries. The soft loans ki some of the features will be compared to the other loans. Here the interest rate will be lesser, and as well as the repayable time will be more when compared to the other loans and advances provided by the banks or other institutions. ठीक है, फिर हम देखें कि how the promotional activities are carried out by the IDBI, and also we have seen a most important feature, that is it provides loans and advances to the startups and entrepreneurs, okay, and small scale industries. Now we have discussed about these two institutions in the last class or last session. We'll be discussing about the IIBI and LIC and the other major institutions. Okay, coming to the IIBI. IIBI stands for Industrial Investment Bank of India. Okay, so IIBI, that is Industrial Investment Bank of India. This Industrial Investment Bank of India is presently closed. There was a certain reasons when they have refused to collaborate with the other institutions in order to like invest or act as in investors for these startups and entrepreneurs in small scale industries. Due to that certain reason, when government asks them to have a collaboration, because of the refusal, after a certain time they had an individual entity. After that they had faced a certain loss, and due to that it has been closed in India presently. And it was initially, let us discuss how it came into existence, what are its functions, and how it have been shut down. Okay, so coming to the first, that is it was owned by Government of India and was operated from 1971 until it was closed in 2012. Okay, it was closed in 2012. It was being collaborated by Government of India, but after a certain time when government asked them to collaborate with the IDBI. IDBI means it's just we have discussed about IDBI, if you remember. We have discussed about the IDBI, how IDBI is being investing into the various projects like Industrial Development Bank of India. When they were asked to collaborate with IDBI and IFCI, it like completely IIBI have refused to collaborate, and for that reason basically they were they started coming up with an individual entity, but after a certain time they could not cope up and they have closed. Okay, so till 2012 IIBI was being was there into the existence with the collaboration of Government of India, or it was owned by Government of India. Then it was this kind of institution was acting as a development bank. Like it was here the main aim was to rehabilitate sick industries. जैसा कि IFCI का मेन एम क्या था, टू इन्वेस्ट इन टू द इन द काइंड ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स लाइक सच एज एयरपोर्ट, रोड्स, टेलीकॉम, राइट. फिर IDBI का क्या था, इट वॉज प्रोवाइडिंग अ मेजर फीचर क्या था, मेजर फंक्शन क्या था, टू फॉर IDBI they were providing a benefit to the other institutions. So in the same way IIB का EBI का main feature क्या है, they were providing the they were providing a financing to the rehabilitate the sick industries. जैसे कि ऐसे companies जो loss में जा रहे हैं, they were not, it could be any reason because of the investment or because of the manual support. So this institution was providing a support to such kind of organization or such kind of companies to come up with the new products or to come up with the new projects. ठीक है. फिर IIBI offered a wide range of product and services. Product and services यहाँ पर क्या होगा institutions में, that could be financing or financial support. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर financing में क्या होगा, this IIBI was providing a long term loans for the projects, for the major projects. They were providing a long term loans and they were acting as investors, and also number of sponsors were being collected from the various institutions, and they were acting as investors also. Okay, they were acting as the investors. So IIBI was providing a long term and short term loans. Here long term loans for managing the projects, and long term and short term loans for managing the working capital and day to day expenses. ओके, तो ये उन लोगों का रोल क्या था उन लोगों का, टू प्रोवाइड टू रिहेबिलेट दी सिक इंडस्ट्री, मतलब ऐसे इंडस्ट्रीज जो लॉस में जा रहे हैं. then they were also providing in how they were helping this particular industries by providing a loan for the working capital, day to day expenses, and as well as providing a loan for their major projects. ठीक है. फिर आएगा कि in 2005 until 1971 to 2005 they were taking a good projects, they were having a good they were under the ownership of government of India. But later on in 2005, after the merge, they were asked to merge with IIBI and IDBI. इसके बारे में अभी पढ़े. Okay, sorry, IIBI was asked to merge with IDBI and IFCI. IDBI का रोल पढ़े हम कि the main role for IDBI was to support the other institutions. That was this institution was doing to IIBI, and IFCI का रोल क्या था, major projects ले रहे थे वो लोग. तो they thought कि it is it could be very easier when this particular institutions were collaborating together, that is IIBI, IDBI and IFCI. But IIBI refused to do that. Now because of this refusal for the mergers, government decided in 2007 to close down the bank. वो लोग ये बोले कि albeit not government of India decided that they will be not taking an ownership, and they was deciding to close the bank. Instead of this, in 2011 the bank operated solely. अभी क्या करें कि IIBI decided कि we do not want any ownership from the government of India, and basically will be coming up with our own ownership, and will be coming up with the sole institution. And they remained the office in Calcutta, and the bank's closure were announced in budget of 2012. क्यों they have been refusing? Because of the certain reasons, they could not get major projects, as the government of India have closed up their they have decided they will be not owning the this particular bank. So it was quite tougher for them, and they were not collaborating with the other institutions, and they were not getting support by the government. They cannot run the institution properly, so they have decided to close in 2012. Till 2011 they were having the institution in Calcutta, and they were running solely विदाउट एनी ओनरशिप फ्रॉम दी गवर्नमेंट. ठीक है ना. तो थोड़े बहुत एग्जाम्पल्स जिसमें वो लोग इन्वेस्ट करें. IIB के क्लाइंट्स कौन थे, लाइक अ ग्रुप ऑफ क्लाइंट इज कॉल्ड एज क्लाइंटाइल, एंड द बैंक्स दे वर इंक्लूडिंग वीडियोकॉन. दे हैव इन्वेस्टेड इन द लार्ज कंपनीज लाइक वीडियोकॉन, Dr. Morep and Perfect Threads, Clutch Auto Limited, JSW, a very good giant steel company in Mumbai, and also LMC Motor. ये थोड़े बहुत ऐसे large projects हैं. When they were facing a problem, they got an help from the IIBI. ठीक है. फिर IIB was empowered. मेन फंक्शंस क्या थे, दे यूज टू इफ़ यू डिस्कस ऑल दी इंस्टीट्यूशंस, हम जो कुछ भी इंस्टीट्यूशंस पढ़ेंगे उन लोगों के फंक्शंस क्या रहेंगे. दे विल बी एक्टिंग एज अ डिफर्ड पेमेंट, और दे विल बी एक्टिंग एज अ अंडर राइटर्स, दे विल बी एक्टिंग एज अ शेयर होल्डर्स, और दे विल बी एक्टिंग एज अ दे विल बी प्रोवाइडिंग अ डिबेंचर्स एंड लोन्स टू दी स्टार्टअप्स एंड दी बिजनेसेस, है ना, डिफरेंट वेरियस बिजनेसेस. तो ये सब हर इंस्टीट्यूशन का यही बेसिक रोल रहेगा. सो दिस आर सम ऑफ द थिंग्स, न्यू थिंग्स अबाउट द इंस्टीट्यूशन. Okay, coming to the next, that is LIC. LIC, you all must be very familiar about this institutions. उन लोगों का मेन रोल क्या है, they are providing insurance for the after payable of the premium. Okay, so this is the major role of the major function of LIC. So in the same way, what they are doing, whatever money they are collecting from the people or from the various companies or as like for the insurance and from the normal people, they are investing this premium to the other businesses. Okay, this is like the same that they are doing it as the mutual funds, है ना. तो यहाँ पर दिस इज़ द ओनली पब्लिक सेक्टर. सो यहाँ पर क्या हुआ कि देवर पब्लिक सेक्टर लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी इन इंडिया, बट एक वाहिद ऐसी लाइफ इंश्योरेंस कंपनी है लाइक हु हैव बीन ईटन अप ऑल द प्राइवेट सेक्टर. जैसे कि थोड़े बहुत प्राइवेट कंपनीज भी थे. There were no public sector organization in India who are providing up with this kind of insurance facility. The all were the private organizations. So this is the individual, and because of this organization, all the private organizations who were providing insurance have been shut down. This was found out in 1956 with a merger of 245 insurance company and provident societies. So they had mergers with the all private companies, and its headquarters is in Mumbai. LIC is currently functions with 8 zonal offices. उसके 8 offices and 113 divisional offices are present for LIC. Okay, so this is something basic information about the Life Insurance Corporation of India, and the functions are, the main function is to spread out the importance of life insurance to the rural areas, and also LIC took over the here उन लोगों का ये एक मेन एम था कि लाइफ इंश्योरेंस की अहमियत बताना एंड टू नो दैट हाउ द इंडिविजुअल कैन हैव अ बेनिफिट आफ्टर द डेथ, लाइक फाइनेंशियल जो भी फाइनेंशियल बेस्ड ऑन द फाइनेंशियल कवर्स और बेस्ड ऑन द प्रीमियम दे आर पेइंग टू द organization. Now LIC took over the life insurance businesses from the private company. As I told you कि सारा private companies who were owning with the life insurance, they took the business and they deployed the funds according to the plan priorities. Now LIC operates a variety of schemes, like every now and then you can hear the variety of schemes for the people and for the organizations. The government have recommended privatization and restructuring of LIC with the 50% of stake. 50% of stakes are being taken up by the government, and the committee have also suggested that foreign companies be allowed to conduct the life insurance businesses. This has been already done. Like foreign companies are actually making an partnership or alignment with this kind of life insurance businesses in the country, like acting as a joint venture or acting as a joint acting as an Indian partners. They are like एक rule था कि when you wanted to allow the foreign companies to conduct the life insurance businesses in India, so they need to be acting as a joint venture as a Indian partner. Like individually they cannot run the company of insurance insurance business in India. Foreign companies can act as a partners to open up with the to open any life insurance company. Okay, any insurance company. So LIC is to invest in global financial market and to different government securities after collecting funds. मतलब business में ये लोगों का ये role है कि they are going to invest into the global financial market, and as well as they provide the various loans like direct loans to the industries, loan to the various national projects. मतलब कोई भी country के लिए कोई work है, जैसे कि railway projects है, various kinds of projects है, so this is like national projects है, जो giant large organizations है, so large projects है, even they are going to invest into it with a reasonable interest rate when compared to the other institutions or banks. Now it aims to maximize the mobility and of the people saving. मतलब जो भी हम प्रीमियम भर रहे हैं यहाँ पर they are going to take that money and now they are going to move mobility, मतलब यहाँ पैसे यहाँ से वहाँ तक वहाँ पर लगाना, मतलब they are collecting the money from the people, they are collecting a money in form of premium. In form of premium they are collecting the money and they are going to rotate this money into the so they are going to rotate the money into the various businesses or national projects. Okay, this is the life insurance company, and this is the role of life insurance company into the business world. Okay, so next institution, that is the fourth institution, major institution, is Unit Trust of India. Okay, so Unit Trust of India was set up on 1st February 1964 under the Unit Trust of India Act 1963, which was given in 1963. So Unit Trust of India was came into existence on 1st February 1964 under the Unit Trust of Indian Act 1963, and it is a statutory public sector investment institution. The main object of this is to encourage and mobilize the savings of community and canalize them into the productive cooperative investment. So here what is happening is, here they are going to collect the investment from the community मतलब who is here, community में कौन कौन आएगा, the people who are having the less income, like who cannot invest into the giant organizations or the institutions which is asking for the more share. So here UTI, what they are doing under the provisions of Unit Trust of India Act 1963, they are going to mobilize the savings of small or lower middle class people, like who is having a less income, but they are having a certain savings. That saving is being given is taken up by the Unit Trust of India institution, and they will be acting as a mediators, and this money will be invested into the for the industrial finance. This money will be used, the savings of small people, small finances or the middle class people will be used for as the industrial finance. Okay, so the main objective of UTI is to to mobilize and canalize the savings of community into the productive corporate investment. Okay, so here Unit Trust of India investment plan in which the the funds are pooled together, matlab, as I told you, from the small scale or small and middle class people are going to invest into it. Their savings are being invested, and this kind of savings are pooled from the various sectors, and this is being and then invested, matlab, where it is being invested into the industries. This investment is being taken up by the industries or businesses, and the funds in which pool is then utilized and the investors who is one party to unit trust is called as unit holder. That is the reason the name is unit, matlab kuch chota sa term, matlab a small share is the people who are investing, the lower and middle class people who are these people are called as your unit holders, matlab there is some contribution, उन लोगों की जो सेविंग्स है that is being used as an industrial finance. Okay, तो holding a certain number of unit, it depends कि how much units they are going to, जैसे कि share कैसा रहता है, like they are we into the different kind of institutions and companies, they purchase the shares, right, and we try to purchase the shares, they are called as shareholders. But here we are going to have a small investment, that is the reason we are going to invest into such kind of institutions, they are called as unit holders. So this unit holders, the people, Unit Trust of India, they pool the money from unit holders, that is unit holders are whom, the small and middle class people who invest into the small, who convert their money, like who invest into the UTI, and this investment is converted into the form of corporate investment. Okay, that is industrial finance. So this is the main objective of UTI, which was being set up on 1st February 1964 under the Unit Trust Act of India. Next, few of the objectives and functions. The main aim is to promote and pool the small savings from the lower and middle class family and their income, and who cannot have a direct access of stock exchange, like who is not having a much knowledge or who cannot access the stock exchange or different various kind of funds in institutions. So for that kind of people with the lower income and middle and small class families, they can invest their savings into UTI, and it accepts the discount purchase of purchase or sell bills of exchange, and also they give it the warehouse receipt, document of title to the goods, and other loans and advances. And the main what is the main objective, they are pooling the small savings, and also they are converting that small savings in the form of industrial finance. Industrial finance, how they are helping the industries by through this kind of benefits they are providing, like they are providing a bills of exchange, title of goods, documents of title of goods, grant loans and advances, and warehouse receipts. In the form of this, they are helping they are helping the industries. Okay, in this way what happens, we are encouraging the savings of lower and middle class people. This is the UTI objective and functions. So UTI का main role क्या है, the UTI, they pool the small savings from the middle class people, and they convert this savings in the form of industrial finance. Now the fifth institution is SIDC, that is State Industrial Development Corporation. The name itself is saying it is limited to the state level. Okay, now the main objective of SIDCI, another major institution who is playing an important role in providing finance and as well as managerial support to the entrepreneurs and startups and small scale industries and the businesses also. Okay, the main objective of establishing SIDC was to increase the process of industrialization in India. Also, it is considered as one of the financial institutions to be established in India. Currently, there is around 28 SIDC institutions that are presently working in various kind of states in India. Okay, so every state, majorly most of the states in India are having SIDC. It is 28 means all the states are having the SIDC institutions who are providing and who are promoting industrialization in India. Okay, so here the main objective of SIDCI is to promote the industrialization in India. That is the reason every state in India is having the SIDC institutions. Okay, functions of SIDC is to providing a risk capital to entrepreneurs. मतलब यहाँ पर how they are promoting the industrialization, they promoting the industrialization by providing the investment to the new businesses, new ideas, and they are acting as the they're acting as a seed capitalist. Okay, the venture capitalist who are going to invest into the new businesses at the initial stage, means they are taking the more risk when compared to the other institutions. Okay, and they are providing granting the financial assistance to the industrial units by providing in the form of loans, guarantees, and lease finance. Every institution is doing the same thing, but it varies the interest rate, it varies the repayable time. Okay, the promotion activities, they are not only adhere till providing a capital assistance to the new businesses or to the various industries to promote the industrialization, but also they are providing the identification, the promotion strategies are also being provided, and also the project valuation is also done by the SIDCI, means which project must be accepted or which they go for the various stages, means knowing the market demand of the project, and also knowing the risk and returns of the project, and providing certain benefits to the entrepreneurs, like by providing them training or selections, helping them to select the best idea out of it, and also developing the main aim is to develop the industrial areas by providing the infrastructure facilities to the entrepreneurs and to the various industries. Okay, so SIDC is in State Industrial Development Corporation, which is mostly it is being covered by all states of India. That is the main aim for this is to grow the industrialization in India. How they are promoting the industrialization in India? By providing a financial help, as well as to it is also helping to into the various promotional activities, selection activities, training activities for the entrepreneurs. Okay, so the next institution is your SISI. Okay, so SISI stands for Small Industry Service Institution. Small Industry Service Institution, name itself is saying they are going to support the small industries, small scale businesses. Okay, so it was established in 1956 and rendering very useful services for the small scale industries. So main objective is for SISI is to promote the small scale industries. SIDCI का main aim क्या था? To promote the industrialization by providing a promotional help and financial help to the entrepreneurs and various industries. Okay, SISI का main role है to promote the small scale industries. There are various functions which is played by the SISI to promote the small scale businesses into the various sectors of India. Firstly, technical consultancy and advisory services. SISI is not only helping the people by providing the financial help, but also they are helping them to choose the correct technical techniques to grow their businesses. Technical consultancy means एक consultancy की तरह act कर रहा है, where it is providing the entrepreneurs or the new business people and the small scale businesses who are not having much knowledge about machineries and equipments to understand that which machinery is being used and what kind and what quality of machineries they need to purchase, what quantity of machineries they need to purchase. They are also acting as advisory service by providing them providing them the advices regarding the raw material, about the machineries, and also about the participation into the government store programs, and with the help of that this is also providing advices for the setup of their projects. Okay, that is the reason SISI is acting as a consultancy and advisory service institution. which is helping the small scale industries and small scale businessmen to understand the importance of the participation of various rules and regulations given by government, and as well as to understand what kind of machineries and technology they need to implement into the organization, what kind of raw material they need to take in for their projects. Okay, and the various advices can be given is being given by SISI. Next is training facilities. Training facilities is provided to the entrepreneurs. Training facilities to the entrepreneurs is being provided not only the entrepreneurs but the workers who are working and engaging into the various projects. Training, we are providing them how to do the work, and also we are encouraging, while giving this training, we are providing them the knowledge of usage of machineries, technology, because usually what happens is small scale businesses will be having a people who are not much knowledgeable. For that kind of people, SISI, this institution, is providing a help by giving them training. Like many of the villages, many of the people who migrate from various from the villages, they come for the workshops, and this SISI conduct the workshops for the various villages to promote the small scale businesses in India. Okay, testing facilities, again their projects, their raw materials are being tested in SISI. SISI is helping them to take down the correct raw material by providing them the physical testing, providing them the laboratories and workshops, which is attached by the workshop held by the which is attached by the institution at the concessional rate for testing, physical testing, and the various workshop which has been conducted. This has been provided by the SISI. This facility is at the very concessional rate. Marketing assistant, they are not only helping them to get the correct raw material, machineries, they are providing the training for using of the technology and upgrading their projects, and also providing a right raw material and testing the raw material and providing a workshops at the conventional rate. But also they are providing a marketing assistant by knowing their product demand in market, and also helping them to export and promote their product into the foreign market. Okay, this is the main role of SISI. This is providing a small support to small scale industries, which was emerged in 1956. Main role is to render the useful services to the small scale industries. What are the services they are providing? Technical consultancy, advisory services to take down which machineries to be used into the industries, and also what kind of raw material they must. Training facilities is provided to the laborers, workers who are not much known about the handling of the machineries and technology, and testing facilities been provided that correct raw material must be used in good quality, and how much quantity of material must be used for the production services at the very concessional rate. Marketing assistant, like promoting their businesses and exporting their products into the foreign market, and as well as the knowing the market demand of their project.